Let's dive right into the deep end. 2024 is a major election year, and there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, let's jump right into it. Washington Secretary of State Steve Hobbs joins us from the Arc Lounge. Steve, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's start with that legislative session that begins on January 8th. There's a slew of bills about to be considered, from public drug use to tweaking the cap and trade initiative. Is there any specific legislation you're trying to push through?
Yes, the main thing's not really legislation, but the top is the budget, of course. I'd like to keep my office funded and make sure that we're ready for 2024 elections. Also, there's a big cost for the presidential primary. You know, those are the which happens in March. People think it happens later, but it doesn't. It happens right in March. So we have to get ready for that. There's a worker protection bill that's very critical for our office and the election workers across the state of Washington. Hopefully they'll get that passed, because we couldn't get that across the finish line the last two times. There's some bills dealing with election education that we'd like to get through. And not dealing with elections, but libraries are very important in the state of Washington. You might remember that in Columbia County, there was a movement to try to get rid of the library there. And so what we'd like to do is pass a law to make it so that there's a higher threshold rather than 10% demanding the removal of the library.
Secretary Hobbs, now that we've entered this new year, obviously let's talk about the presidential election year coming up in a few months. You know, the election season essentially gets underway in some other states in just a matter of weeks. Several polls show that former President Donald Trump leading in the Republican primary race, but both, we know, Colorado and the Maine secretaries of state removed him from the 2024 ballots over his alleged role in the January 6th insurrection. What are your thoughts on the moves that were made by those two secretaries, and do you think that this will eventually make its way up to the U.S. Supreme Court? Are they going to hear that case?
Well, each state is different. How do you remove people from the ballot? In our state, it has to be a court action, so it has to be a lawsuit that is done. The Secretary of State's office does not have the power to remove people. I hope the U.S. Supreme Court makes a decision soon, because there's a lot of anxiety over this. There's a lot of groups trying to push for, obviously, the removal of Donald Trump off the ballot, including this state. And so the quicker that the U.S. Supreme Court can make a decision, it'll be easier for all of us to move forward.
Lastly, Secretary Hobbs, misinformation, ballot handling, and mail-in ballots are a concern for voters, no matter if it's a national, state, or local election. How are you battling misinformation and easing concerns about ballot stuffing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great question. You know, there was a poll done about 2 years ago showing 30% of Washingtonians just don't trust the elections, and that's really unfortunate. And so what we have to do is to battle the misinformation with the truth, letting people know that the tabulation machines are not connected to the internet, letting people know that you can actually go to your election centers and witness the elections going on. You know, we haven't done a really good job about that. We've done a really great job of reminding people when to vote and reminding people to drop their ballot in a drop box, but not telling people about the ballot process. And our office is leaning forward, not only telling people what's going on, but scanning social media to see what are the trend lines out there. So, for example, if we hear out there in social media that people are saying that the tabulation machines are being hacked, we know to counter that by saying, no, the tabulation machines are not even connected to the internet. So we have to try to stay on top of this, not only because we have our own folks domestically who are trying to kind of spread misinformation, but we have malign actors overseas. Russia is one of them. They're doing everything they can to disrupt our elections and have Americans tear each other apart.
Secretary, are you already seeing a rise in that in terms of the allegations of misinformation? We know that was a big concern heading into the 2020 election cycle.
Yes,
and here we are in a big year.
We had the situation that happened even 2022.
Go ahead, Secretary.
2022, and we had a problem in 2023 with people raising suspicions about the elections. Of course, the fentanyl that was sent to our election centers is a clear indicator that there are people that want to disrupt our elections. So I suspect that in 2024, we're just going to see a spike in that. Again, we also have to deal with the malign actors overseas that are trying to disrupt our elections.
It's a lot of work to try to counter some of that misinformation, too. We know that. Before we let you go this morning, we know you're a big Husky fan, totally switching gears here. How excited are you for the national championship next week between UW and Michigan?
I tell you what, I'm very excited. I know people talk about the 90s of the last national championship, but I go back to 1978 with Warren Moon, the Rose Bowl, Huskies going against Michigan, and of course, I'm a big Husky. I got two of my boys that are Huskies, and you know I got to win re-election next year, so I got to be a Husky. So I'm going to be rooting for them. I'll be in purple and gold, definitely.
Give us a score prediction. What do you think it's going to be?
You know, I think it'll be close. So I'll say 27-20.
Ooh,
touchdown.
I think it'll be close too. That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Secretary Hobbs, for joining us.